Hello guys, welcome to another 30-minute game by me, Lobsterman. This time it's Sid Meier's Civilization 5. I've been a huge fan of Civilization series for quite a while, actually. I think it was Civilization 3 that really got me hooked, I guess. I played with the first game, I didn't play with the second. But it was the third and fourth that I have played a whole bunch. And yeah, it's just an amazing game, amazing series basically. So excuse me if I'm a little bit, well, I guess a little bit too nice with this game. It has its obvious flaws, but I just love it. So alright, let's set up a game. So when you play Civilization 5, you play Civilization. You can choose from a whole bunch of different, I guess, civilizations and their leaders. Each of these leaders have different statistics. Each of these leaders have different skills and special units. So it's wise to think about what type of game you want to play and go with the leader best suited for that or best suited for your playstyle. Basically, you have all kinds of different great empires all over time. Although I didn't know there was a Songhai Empire until now. Interesting. And Siam, I don't know how great empire it was. There was a Siamese empire, but yeah. So yeah, you can choose all sorts of different leaders. Everyone has their different special ability. Like Montezuma has Montezuma gains culture from war, basically, from each enemy unit killed, which is, well, I guess it's an interesting ability. I have played my first game as Montezuma because I wanted to check how well this works, and it works quite well. I have to say, he's your typical warmonger, but he gets all sorts of cool stuff with this special ability, so it's nice. Not all these are winners. Like I'm not completely sold on Suleiman's thing that 50% chance of converting barbarian naval units and earning gold. I mean, you don't use this special ability that often, and even when you do, it's not that great of an advantage, like 25% production towards any building that exists in your capital. This is overpowered, I guess. Golden Age lasts 50% longer, and you get +1 movement rate and +10% combat strength. So yeah, these can't compare to each other in strength, basically. But you have everything from this dude, Ramkam Hang. Yeah, I tried it. Alright, he's more of a cultural kind of dude. And you have Nebuchadnezzar, who is a scientist kind of dude, or science kind of dude. You get Japan as your standard warmonger kind of deal. Elizabeth of England is a naval victory kind of gal. And here you can see that each of these civilizations have 2 slots here. One of their slots is always a unit, like Camel Archer for Arabia or Longbowman for Elizabeth, but some of them get a special building, like Ramses has Burial Tomb, which is a cultural and a happiness generating building, but some of these leaders have a second special unit, so it's interesting. So you can choose where you want to be aggressive in the first few turns, like the Jaguar is replacing the warrior, so it's a great what's this word? Anyway, it's a great beginner's unit, but Montezuma doesn't have any special units in the later stages of the game. But Bismarck has Lastnacht, who are your halberd type of dudes, and they are great in the Middle Ages against cavalry, but they get the Panzer as well, so they are great late game as well. So yeah, you can choose whatever suits your playstyle. I'm gonna go with random now, and yeah, you can set up your game as in previous games as well. I'm not gonna talk about the basics that much because I'm assuming you have seen at least footage from this game or previous games. Otherwise, why the hell are you here watching this video? Go and play. Go and play the third one or the fourth one, and see what this civilization thing is made of, because I think you're gonna like it. So yeah, you have all your basic stuff here that you can set up, and I know I'm contradicting myself because I have talked about leaders a lot, but I guess it's kind of new. No, it's not, but this special ability is new for each one. In C4, all the different factions had differently are the starting tech and one or two special units, basically. They didn't have special abilities like this, and I think it's awesome addition. I love it, and I'm gonna pause until it loads. Oh,
blessings upon you,
yeah, I'm Japanese. So right, we are Japanese now with Oda Nobunaga. Sorry, Japanese viewers. Probably there's not much of you, but yeah, I don't speak Japanese, so sorry about that pronunciation. So we got samurai, which are medieval units, replacing the longswordsmen, who are powerful enough on their own, but yeah, and they fight more efficiently and get more great generals. And we have Zero, which are, well, World War II fighters, and replaces the fighter. And the Bushido, our special ability is that my unit's fighting at full strength anytime, anywhere, basically, when they are damaged. So it's cool. Alright, same as the last games, you start with a settler and a warrior. Yeah, I'm gonna settle here because there's nice resources around. I got luxury resources, and oh yeah, ivory is luxury as well. Too bad I don't get. Actually, I think I'm gonna go over this way, so I get more gold. I know I'm greedy, but I need a lot of gold to get my army started. So right, as you can see, the UI is a bit different from the last games. It's more streamlined. It gives you nice. Oh shit! I forgot to do my things like research. I actually don't have research yet. Interesting. Oh yeah, I have to sell up my city first. Find the city. Alright, so you get notifications like in Total War games on the right here that basically give you many infos. I love this addition. Oh, new technology.
Thou shalt not.
Awesome. Alright, so yeah, it's nice because in the previous games I tended to well, not notice things that were happening, but now it's easier. So, new things about this game. Well, technology tree is not new. One thing I miss are less cultural options in late game. It's more warlike, I guess. Even with the computers, you got nuclear submarine and mobile SAM, so yeah, it's more war-based later, and culture is not that significant. So if you are going for cultural victory, you might as well get your stuff in the beginning of the game, or early. So we have selected our technology. No, we haven't. Alright, I'm gonna go with... I should go with plantation, so that means calendar. So I'm going with pottery now. Yeah, technologies are a bit different, but not that different that you won't recognize things from previous titles. And I should choose warriors because I'm Japanese. So a new thing with this game is the way happiness works. It's not cities that get happiness, or well, basically happiness is an altogether for your empire now, unlike in the last game. Now you get a total of happiness, and it's more important actually, because if your people are unhappy, it's not only that one city that suffers for it. It's basically a whole empire loses production, and your units fight less effectively too. So yeah, happiness is more important now. You get your golden age meter, which actually is rising from excess happiness, so now it's rising 11 points, as you can see here, because of this. So it's nice to keep your happiness pretty high. I guess if you're going with cultural victory, you have to keep it very high to get a lot out of it. So, and yeah, if you're a warmonger, it's also nice if you have more production from golden ages. So, right, another thing that changed is culture. You see, I'm 0 per 20 culture, and I'm rising by +1. It's because they basically removed civics from the game and gave policies instead. It's basically civics with less impact on the game, but well, each of these have less impact, but altogether they have great ramifications, where you play aggressively or just peacefully. So you have these 10 different, well, I guess you can call them, I don't know, big civics. I guess you can call these civics and these policies under them. You can adopt these whenever you get to a certain threshold that the game gives you. Basically, the more cities you have, the bigger the threshold are, and the more civics you have, the bigger the threshold are. So yeah, you have to choose very carefully. It's like an RPG's perk system or skill system. Basically, you have your civics for expansion, you have them for warmongering, you have them for happiness, you have them for science. So you have to choose carefully what you want to do. And a new thing, that cultural victory is not your 3 best cities reaching a certain cultural point, but cultural victory works like you research, well, you get 5 of these trees and you fill them all. And if you fill 3, you get 1 point towards Utopia project, and if you complete 5 policy branches, you can build this Utopia project, and if you did, you win. It's kind of like the scientific victory where you build the spaceship, but yeah, and I like the system better for cultural victory than having to pump out basically monuments in 3 of your cities and neglecting the rest, basically. But you have to keep a low count of cities if you want to go for cultural victory, because if you expand, this threshold is gonna